Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a love oracle for today. Today is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. I wanted to say March 3rd. If I say any dates instead of the date and it resonates for you, let me know in the comments because I get that a lot, like a lot. Either the day changes, the month changes. Usually the date, like the number, is the same. Sometimes the year changes every once in a while. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. Love Oracle, affirmations. We'll see what happens. We got True Love Oracle by Belinda Grace. You okay, bud? You want out? We got 1 on the table. Two on the table. Three on the table. Stop. Will you quit tickling me? He's a ham. Okay, we're going to do one more shuffle. One more shuffle. I can just barely get this whole deck in one shuffle. Hold on. Move. Do you want out? I'll let you out. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting, you guys. I'm kind of excited. Bottom of the deck. Sexuality. Yeah. You know you like that. Top of the deck. Abundance. Intimacy. Love. Get out of here. Look at this. That's top of the deck. That's crazy. All right. Now, believe it or not, there are some negative cards in here, so don't freak out when I show you this card. Don't freak out. Distorted masculine. The gardener. Yin yang. Isn't it supposed to be yang? Isn't it yang? Yin yang. Sacred woman. Like I was always taught to say the yin and the yang, but I thought somebody said that it was like the yin and yang, the yang yin yang. No. Compatibility. I don't know, y'all. We have manifestation. Bottom of the deck. So feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. You can change the masculine to a woman. You can change the woman to masculine. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to read it as it is because it's just easier for me that way. I'm old and I need all the help I can get. So, confirmation. Right? You're old too. You're an old kitty. So this distorted masculine with the gardener card, this is someone that's trying to change, trying to enlighten themselves, trying to take care of themselves, basically tend their own garden. Like this is somebody that's trying to get their shit together, right? whoever this distorted masculine is that's trying to reverse their cycle, change their cycle, upgrade, however you want to say that, heal, right? This distorted masculine feels that they're the yin and the yang to a sacred woman. Okay. Sacred woman to me is just someone, to me, it just gives off spiritual vibes. So, you know, someone into spirituality, possibly, um, again, sacred woman, not dark woman, right? Not dark magic woman. So, like positive vibes, white witch, white magic, that kind of thing. Um, could be a tarot reader, a healer of some kind, anyone into that spiritual type stuff, all that jazz. The funny thing is this masculine thinks that they're compatible, and I think that they are, because I mean, seriously, they both came out in the reading. Whoever these two people are, they actually really would be compatible. Again, the only thing is this distorted masculine needs to keep working on themselves. And the funny thing is, or I mean, funny. I always say funny thing is, I gotta stop that. This distorted, pardon me, this distorted masculine could probably heal with this sacred woman. Like if they're not completely, I mean, you know how I feel. Where if you follow me, if you subscribe, we're never healed. We're always healing, always. But if if this masculine has been healing for a while and they're not, done yet, um, they could move towards this sacred woman, and she would help him. I don't think that they should go towards this sacred woman and expect her to do it all, but she definitely would have the knowledge and the know-how and the love and the care, to help this person, to help this masculine. He's manifesting for it. This distorted masculine is manifesting for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I will say this, whoever this distorted masculine is, if they're manifesting for this connection, it's still more than likely that this distorted masculine is going to have to go towards this sacred woman. God's not just going to like, okay, here's your sacred woman and dump them in your lap. They're going to have to go towards this sacred woman. And you guys know how I feel. Once you start manifesting for something, you leave that up to the divine. You leave that up to God, if you believe, right? Once you do that, it's all out of your, once you start manifesting for it, it's all out of your hands, in my opinion. So once this distorted masculine started manifesting for a connection with this sacred woman, God, it sounds like I'm saying women, woman, one woman. You kind of leave the timing up to them. You're talking about two people's energies, so God's going to look at this distorted masculine, they're going to look at this sacred woman, and they're going to be like, okay, like when can we get these two together? And again, I'm just going to be honest, I don't think God is going to let this distorted masculine go towards this sacred woman unless they have a good amount of healing under their belt. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think with the compatibility card and the yin and the yang, and the fact that this distorted masculine is really working on themselves, I think it's a good thing. I think it's actually, yeah. See how these two people, pardon me, that was a double young, are flying on the backs of doves. Yeah, I think it's good. Hmm. Mars, Venus, feminine, masculine. Interesting. I love it. I think this is good. I like this reading. And what if I talked about? I think I've talked about it more than once this week. Did I talk about it mainly on Sunday or Monday? The fact that, like, we always say we don't want people from our past, right? And I'm not saying that this person is from their past. They could be, but I wasn't picking up on anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, we always say we don't want people from our past, but we forget that everybody has the opportunity to change. Everybody is afforded that. The question is, are they going to take it? Are they going to start healing themselves? Are they going to start growing something for themselves? Right? Everybody has that capability. I had that capability. When I think of where I was before I started my healing journey, my spiritual journey, getting back in tune with myself, because when I look back on my life, like I've first of all, I've always been a believer in God. I just not didn't necessarily share that with anybody because at the time I was younger and I just felt like fuck you, it's none of your business. Now I don't really care. I tell everybody, and I don't care if you believe or not. Don't believe. It has nothing to do with me. And I've always been spiritual too. Like even as a little kid, I had my palm reading kit. I had rocks, gems, stones, that kind of thing. I was always a believer. It was just about coming full circle and getting back to where I belong. And sometimes it takes a while for people, karmics, toxic people. They deserve that opportunity to change too. And I think we forget that. I think I forgot that, right? I was toxic once. Hell, we're all human, right? Sorry, I think I got like a hair on my nose or feather or something. Hell, we're all human. I was toxic. I was karmic. And sometimes we still are, right? We've talked about that before too. Like in certain situations, when you look at it, you're the toxic one, you're the karmic one. It's a learning lesson for that person and for you. Like with the woman, if you guys follow me, if you subscribe, the woman that I got into it with last November. And I told myself that I was treating her the way she treats me and others. But when I went back and I looked at it, I was like, I don't like that. Because I don't treat people like that. Even if she does, I don't. So I shouldn't have treated her like that. To her, I was karmic. I was toxic in that moment. We're all human. We all fumble. We all fall. We get right back up, right? And you learn faster. Every time you learn a little bit faster. You grow a little bit stronger. You heal a little bit better. I'm just saying. And those epiphany moments come in quicker too. If you are a part of a situation and you start to get that ick, like I don't like the way I handled that, that epiphany moment's going to come. And every time you're in a situation like that, it's going to come in quicker and quicker. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.